Hey everybody, it's Joe from greenlightsound.com, and today we're looking at a new plugin from Baby Audio, TAIP, TAIP, a unique emulation method for a tape plugin that uses an AI algorithm to create the subtle nuances of tape rather than traditional DSP. Basically, the algorithm is fed two signals, one dry signal and the other processed by actual tape, and then that identifies the characteristics that make up the difference. So a unique way of coming up with this particular algorithm that creates this tape sound based upon AI. It's got some really simple controls laid out right in front of you. On the top left, we can pick three different color schemes: dark, kind of grayish, and white. We'll stick with the middle. We've got our preset bar at the top. The Baby Audio logo up here bypasses the plugin on and off. We've got a drive control, which goes from kind of subtle tape saturation to all-out distortion. A mix slider, which allows you to run this in parallel, or when you combine this mix slider with the wear slider down here, you can get some cool tape flanging effects. We've got a noise slider. You can add as much noise as you want, or none at all. The wear slider controls wow and flutter and a kind of a different frequency response to model a worn out tape machine. We've got our glue slider down here for tape compressions. One of the best things about tape is how it kind of reduces the dynamic range and rounds off transients. We can control how much of that we get right down here. We've got an input selector between normal and hot, hot being more distorted, of course. The model selectors here, single is kind of regular. Dual is two different tape emulations chained together, each applying half of the drive value up here for kind of a heavier, weightier signal. We've got a present slider over here, which brings back the top end that is sometimes lost on real tape. It's nice to control that. And the low and high shape sliders over here allow you to saturate specific parts of the frequency spectrum more or less. Those are the basic controls right there. So the first thing I want to do is hear this on a drums bus and kind of play with some of the different controls and see what they do. So first of all, the effect bypassed, here's the drums. We'll engage the plugin now. First thing I notice is the default setting does bring out some gain, so we're going to bring this down to hopefully level match a bit. I'll bypass it on and off as it plays. So you can already hear some of that saturation and compression happening. I'm going to boost this noise as it plays and then go through each slider down here so you can hear what it does to this drum signal. You can hear how that glue really changes the characteristic of the cymbals. Going over to this side, starting with presence. Bring that high end back in. Push the drive up a bit here. I'm going to bring the mix down and bring the wear up and get some flanging. There we go. Bring the mix back up. Now let's go through a couple of presets just to see what you can start with here. Some drum-based presets. Drums hot, first one. Next one, drum subtle. And again, bypass. That's nice. Drums destroyed. Just totally crushed. Drums bus glue. Bypass on and off. We can always bring this mix slider down too if we don't like how strong it is. That's subtle and really nice, and of course it works perfectly because this is on the drums bus and it's drums bus glue. Next we'll quickly try it out on a full mix, trying to get some subtle tape saturation going on. So I'm going to scroll down to a preset and see if we can find one that's meant for the mix bus. Let's go with gentle master tape here. Here is the full mix with the plugin bypassed. And back in. So the first thing you may notice is it kind of took the top end out. Let's dial it back in with our presence. So it adds a nice character for sure to the mix. And the fact that you can adjust that high end so you don't just lose it based upon an authentic tape simulation, but you can dial it back in to get that high end back while still getting that nice tape glue and tape saturation is really, really nice. So there it is, TAIP, an AI-based tape plugin from Baby Audio, kind of a new way of looking at things, which is very cool. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, so we can keep you in the loop as to what's coming up next. And I'll see you in the next one.